Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to episode 9 of Nariyama's Let's Play Minecraft using Direwolf 20's mod pack. In the last episode, we did some monk stuff, upgraded our altar, and generally did some good progression. We're pretty solidly reaching the end of the early game sorts of stuff right now. We've got some good manual mining stuff going on with the hammer and magnet and all that kind of good stuff. Danknall really helps with that. As far as other resource gathering goes, it's all still by hand. We do have some power generation set up and some good processing of materials going on. Really what we want to start working towards is some automation and improving our power gen. So the next place we're going to need to go to do that is the Nether. But before we go to the Nether, we need to do some prep for it. So we need a better weapon, and we're going to need some stuff to help us move around the Nether. So you see I'm standing outside the smeltery here. I've got some molten aluminum brass in the smeltery because we're going to make a mold for a new piece for a cleaver. So you need a large sword blade cast for the cleaver. And what we're going to use for this, so I've got my materials and U book out, and we're going to use dark steel. Dark steel is going to be nice because it prevents Endermen from teleporting away from us after we hit somebody with it, and it's got a pretty high attack with 6 attack there. For the plate, we're going to use a prismarine plate. Now, this is kind of hard to get, but it's nice because every time it loses durability, it increases the damage of the weapon. It also has a nice high attack. And then for the handles, we'll use cactus, which is spiky, means things that attack us take damage, and we'll use bone, which improves the damage of the weapon again. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Fractured, your tool's damage is increased. So, also bone has a pretty nice modifier for the handle. Since bone and cactus are not metals, we'll be able to make those directly in the tool or in the part builder, but the prismarine and the actually, I think we can make the prismarine in the part builder too, but the end steel we'll have to make out here, or not end steel, dark steel we'll have to make out here. So let's go get 8 pieces of dark steel. I think we just happen to have 8 pieces, or I might have already put it in my inventory. Sure enough. All right. Oops. Let's get that cooking up. While we're doing that, let's get set up for the prismarine. So in order to make the prismarine, we're going to need an atomic reconstructor. So let's look that up. This is from Actual Editions. It will turn nether quartz into prismarine. That actually, there we go. The atomic reconstructor is atomic. There we go. So we need an iron casing, which is just some black quartz, iron, and sticks. Pretty easy. And there we go. Now, one of the things we're going to need with this is a redstone torch, because you have to whack it with the redstone torch in order to get it to not continuously fire. We'll need a button so that we can make it fire on demand, and then usually I just stick a torch in front of it to stop the beam from hitting anything. We're going to stick this all the way on the end of our tool line here, and there we go. Stick a button on top, a torch in it, and then we can fire it just by pressing the button, and it does that. Now, what this will let us do is make the Actual Editions materials, but it'll also, like I said, let us make some prismarine. So toss the stuff on the ground, shoot it, and we get prismarine back. Now, I'm not sure how much that plate costs to make, so let's try it here. Stick this in here. All right, so that's 2.5. I think I have to make it into, there we go. And that's 1. Okay, so we need a bunch more prismarine. So let's go grab some. I think we need a total of 32. We've made 9. My math says 23 left. So let's try that. There's another 9. Another 9, and one more should be enough. Okay. So let's make our prismarine blocks and then make the prismarine plate. So it's kind of nice that we can do this without having to use the smeltery. Then we need 2 tough tool rods. So cactus and bone. There we go. All right. Let's go see if our dark steel is melted up. Looks like it has. Let's pour it in. Then we'll replace the ingot cast there and just, oh, I already had some extra aluminum brass. Oh well, guess I didn't need to use that up. This is going to take a while to cool. Let's head back and take a look at some of the other things we can do here. So, some of the other stuff that we are going to need to make is going to start us along the extra utilities line. So we're going to want a golden lasso and a cursed lasso. We'll get this while we're in the nether, hopefully, but we need solar panels and a resonator first. So the solar panels start getting us grid power. Grid power is something that's extra utilities adds. It's a form of, it's really sort of a threshold thing. All the extra utilities stuff uses grid power. Oh, I need to make some polished stone. Polished stone is just stone bricks in a stone brick pattern. There we go. I think we're going to want to make a total of 4 sets of these. So, what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing lapis. There we go. So what grid power does is grid power sort of powers all the extra util stuff. You just need enough. So you know it doesn't like consume the power. It just checks to see if you have it. And if you do, then you can use the extra utilities things. Now, solar panels, as you might imagine, only generate grid power during the day. So we're going to have to make some other machines using, or some other generators, but those generators require something that is produced by the resonator. The reason we made 4 sets is because we needed at least 8 to turn stuff into stone burnt. And 12 seemed like a good number. So let's make a resonator. We are going to stick, now this doesn't take normal power, it just takes grid power, so we can stick it anywhere we want. And now we can turn stone brick into, we'll do 24, that should be plenty, into stone burnt. Oh, whoops, not stone brick, polished stone. There we go. Into stone burnt. Now notice, it says, 0.4 of 8, right? Why didn't that? Oh, because it's nighttime, of course. Let's sleep through the night. Ooh, before we sleep through the night, let's go check to see if Avitas is up. Or not Avitas. Which one are we missing? No, we're not missing any of them, are we? Never mind. We don't need to do that. Let's sleep through the night and start on the stone burnt. So stone burnt is going to let us make some water mills, and water mills will produce enough grid power for us for quite a while. So we'll do that, but quickly we will grab our large blade here, and we're going to make a cleaver. Why a cleaver? Why a spoon, cousin? No. So what's nice about cleavers, they give you a basic beheading chance, and they do a lot of damage. So there we go, dark steel prismarine cleaver. Interference, jagged, aquadynamic, spiky, beheading 2, and fractured, and lots of durability. Also notice attack is almost 16 hearts, so really good. We will improve that, but first we're going to put some fortune on it, or looting on it. Looting fortune, same thing. There we go. Luck 1, luck 2, Level 3. Used up most of our stuff there. We don't need the Ender anymore. We're probably going to hang on to it just because it has that travel ability on it, which means we can use it to teleport short distances, and that's really nice. All right, so we have better weapon. Now we just need some of the other tools that we want to make. I'll let that keep cooking. One of the other things we're going to need are some lassos. So the golden lasso here lets us capture things, and we're going to use this. Oh, oops. Well, I was pretty close to 8 anyway. This takes experience to make, and when you are spending experience like this, you always want to be right at that level. So, for example, this takes 8 levels of experience, so we want to be level 8. The reason is higher levels cost more. So, for example, if we were at level 30 and it took 8 of our levels, the levels from 30 to 22 takes a whole lot more experience than the levels from 8 to 0. So, let's go like this. For those who think that's an urban legend, Direwolf pretty definitively proved that in one of his more recent series. Somebody, I guess, challenged him on whether or not this was actually the case. So he did some on-camera demonstrations that showed exactly how much experience was getting spent. And yeah, he was right. That's how it works. So let's go find ourselves a chicken for the first part of this. So the things we're making here are the chicken ring and then the squid ring from the chicken ring. The chicken ring gives you basically a slow fall, so you can jump and glide long distances, but it doesn't let you actually fly. The squid ring gives you what's the equivalent of a jetpack. You don't fly very fast, but you do fly. And this is going to be really useful in the Nether because there's large open spaces that have lava underneath them. You really don't want to be getting into that if you can avoid it. So let's make... Oh, I need some... I thought I had some feathers. Do I not have any feathers? Boy, I am just all over the place today. Let's go kill a couple of chickens. Chickens. Luckily, magical forest right next to us, so finding chickens not hard. Oh, where we got some more. Ow. That sounded like a zombie, not a chicken. Oh, by the way, that walk on water thing that we got from Monk, so nice. A chicken with 4 feathers, awesome. That's all we need. Yeah, I can just walk right over the water pools there. I did go do a little bit of exploring between episodes. I had to find a desert because I wanted to get that cactus. So if I pull up JEI, you'll see there's a desert down here south of this big magical forest. Sorry, this one. We're up here right now. So I traveled a fair ways. I did find another village. And while I was there, I accidentally advanced the next level of Monk because there was an Enderman near me that I didn't see. So we are Monk level 11, having coexisted peacefully with an Enderman that we didn't know was there. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. No, of course, it used the wrong lasso. There we go. All right. Now what we want to do is go and capture a squid. So let's put this back. Let's stick that in there. We got those sticks. We'll be using those here momentarily. But to demonstrate what the ring will do, there we go. We're gliding. All right. So let's go find a squid. You know, eventually there might be one in that pool right next to my base. Wouldn't that be nice? Squid. Oh, I ran right past one. There we go. So the lasso can be used to capture a mob that's not aggressive. So, you know, squids, cows, all that stuff. It can be really nice for setting up mob or critter farms. Like, let's say you wanted to, you know, have a good steady diet of beef. You could capture a couple of cows, using the golden lassos, bring them back to your base, feed them some wheat, they multiply, and good stuff. But let's go ahead and make the next ring here. And of course, once again, it used the wrong lasso. So I went ahead and got all of the stuff we needed for this ahead of time. And now we have the Ring of the Flying Squid. Now, this one I can't use yet because I don't have enough grid power. This is where our water mills are going to come in super handy. So what can we put away? I also got a couple of extra junk chests here because evidently I accumulate a bunch of junk. I got some blocks of charcoal. I want to show that. Don't really need the cactus right now. Don't need any more ink. All right. So let's grab the other lasso. We're going to need those when we go to the Nether. What we're going to do next is use the stone burnt to make water mills. So first we need some redstone gears, which needs redstone torches. I'm actually going to make a full stack. The reason for that is we do eventually want a lot of these. So redstone gears, sure, 16 sounds good. We're only going to make 4 water mills to begin with, but we'll probably extend that later. All right, let's put the water mills over here. The way water mills work is they generate power from flowing water. Now, the closer the flowing water is to your to the source block, the more power it generates. So, for example, if we had a water mill here, 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 and here, and we place a let me go grab my reservoir. There we go. And we place a block of flowing water here. Each of these now has 2 faces which are next to flowing water. So they're all generating 4 power per face next to flowing water, or 8 power right now. If I put another block of source block of water here, then this would produce 16 each, right? So if I did the corners basically. And that's what we're going to do eventually. For now, this will work, and we want to make sure that this chunk that we are standing in is chunk loaded. Good. Okay. So we've got a total of 44 grid power. That is more than enough for our Ring of the Flying Squid, which lets us fly, right? Like using a jetpack. So if you notice, there's like a little power bar that pops up there above my health bar. That shows me how much I have left in my squid jet. Once that runs out, you fall. So be careful when using this not to run out of jet power in a bad place, because you will fall to your death. All right, we've got the squid ring. We can stick that in our bauble slot. We've got some lassos. We got a better weapon. About all we really need is fire protection, but we're going to get that while we're in the Nether. So let's put some of this stuff away. Oh, the charcoal. So a few episodes ago, I mentioned that this setup will round robin. The reason it wasn't doing so before is because I had it set to output too large of a stack size. So I reset that between episodes. Let me throw a torch there. Okay. So now if we look at this servo, I've told it to only output one thing at a time. So if I stick those charcoal in here, you will see as it starts distributing them, one goes that way, one goes down, one goes that way, one goes down, right? So that'll fill it nice and evenly. We don't need a whole lot more in here because we're full on power right now, but as we use power, that'll keep both dynamos full. All right. So I've got that. Let's put some of this stuff away. Prismarine, sure. We'll stick the tool stuff over here. We're going to want that. That is absolutely useless in the Nether. We don't need that. Let's keep the ender for teleportation. We'll put that book away. We'll put our astral tome away. And we'll just clear everything else out. The only things we really need are our lassos and our weapons. Okay, And some food. Do we have more food? Another good food source up here? Let's grab some carrots. That'll work for now. Leave a couple to grow. All right. And I think we're ready to go. Cook up some more pork. Why don't I do that really fast? Pork being the better food source. All right, so heading to the Nether, let's check off the stuff we got. We got the golden lasso, the solar panels, the resonator, the water mill, the chicken wing, the ring of the squid. So all we really need is a cursed lasso. The reason we want a cursed lasso is because the last ring is the angel ring. Now, Monk is going to give us creative mode flight, but we got a ways to go before we do that. We have to kill a wither. We have to do a bunch of other stuff. And quite frankly, I'd like creative mode flight before then. So let's go get it. Creative mode flight is a real game changer. Once you have it, it makes exploration so much easier. It makes fighting mobs so much easier. So let's open up a portal to the Nether. I just happen to have 14 obsidian here. Completely coincidental, of course. We need a flint and steel. There we go. The mob packs that actually change that to needing steel are mean, but luckily this isn't one of them. All right, let's make a spot for a portal. Actually, this spot looks pretty good right here. All right, and sort of the Nether, the standard Nether portal size. And of course, open it up. All right. I don't like putting this directly in my base because it does make a slight amount of noise, and sometimes you'll get zombie pigmen that just decide to come and visit. So I think we're all ready to go here. Let's do it. All right, things we want to get while we're in the Nether. We want to find a Nether fortress. We want to get some glowstone, some Nether quartz. Once we come in here, the first thing we're going to do is mark this as a bookmark. That way we can find it when we go wandering around and doing other stuff. Let's make sure our ring works. It does. Good. I probably should have brought my boots for that reason. Oh well. So I don't see a fortress immediately next to us. Let's look on the map, see if we can find one. Nope. Okay. That's okay. We can go and find one ourselves. So let's first see if we can find a good glowstone source. There's one up there. Boy, this is not the greatest gateway spot, is it? There's just lots of places to fall off the map. Alright, flight for the win. We also want some cobalt and some ardite. We're going to need a lot of this stuff moving forward with our power plan because the material we want to make our advanced generator stuff out of is manulin. And manulin is the alloy of cobalt and ardite. So like I said, we're going to want a lot of this. Whoa. Well, maybe we should go and make a range pumping, get some lava, some lava generation going. There's a big lava lake beneath us. All right, we got some initial stuff here, not bad. So I'm going to go ahead and add nether quartz. Actually, I'm not going to add nether quartz, but I'm going to add netherrack to the dinknall so that we can get a bunch of it really quickly and not have to worry too much. Let's get that draconium. And this is a quartz beehive. Nice. So all those blocks of quartz will be really nice because each of them is 4 quartz. So we'll be able to get some good stuff there. We really need to find another fortress, though, because what we're inevitably going to run into... Oh, let's run through some blocks of fire, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Okay, good. I got it. Yeah. Escape. Advancements. Walk 10 blocks through fire. Nice. So now I just have to break an obsidian block and convince a creeper to blow up by kissing it. Ew. Get some more quartz. Let's see if we can find some glowstone and that nether fortress. If we can't find it quickly, I'm not going to make you watch me run around the nether for 20 minutes. I will look for it off camera and then show you where it is on the map once I find it. Alright, I don't see one off that direction. That looked a little promising, but not quite. Alright, let's go over here. Again, nothing that way. So that walk 10 blocks through fire made it so that we get better fire damage reduced by 50%, and I can safely swim in lava for a few seconds. Very nice. Also, I can blink. Kind of cool. Let's go up here. Oh, where's a good glowstone? I mean, there's all that glowstone up there, but it's pretty inaccessible. What about over here? So the speed that you move while flying is based on the speed that you take off at, which makes that monk go faster thing really nice. Because it means you fly faster. I guess I was right next to one when I was up here before. So let's pillar up and grab this. Oops, don't want to use smooth stone. There we go. All right. All your glowstone are belong to me. That's a pretty good thing of it right there. And we'll leave that one spot there. It's fine. All right, let's clean up our mess. I don't like leaving random pillars all over the place, even though, you know, nobody else is playing the game with me, but that's okay. All right. So let's go see if we can find that nether fortress. Sort of my strategy for this is looking along the borders of lava lakes, because that's the easiest place to spot them. Oops. There we go. The other thing that you can do is look at your mini-map. If you see really straight lines on your mini-map, or your regular map, that's a really good indication of a nether fortress, because those are the pathways that they do. This is going to be a kind of long flight, so hopefully we won't run out of power. Here we go. Why do we need another fortress? So first of all, there's blaze spawners there, and we need blaze rods. We'll probably run into a few blazes and get enough blaze rods to sort of carry on for the moment, by killing them. But you know, it's better to find a spawner. The other thing that the nether fortresses have are wither skeletons, and while we don't need the wither skeleton heads right now, we need a different drop. We need their drops of evil. Really? Where are you? There you are. And using the drops of evil, we want to capture one of these, a ghast. So those lassos that I made, you turn a lasso into a cursed lasso by combining it with a drop of evil, and then you can capture mobs with them. Ooh, almost got you. Almost got you. There we go. Normally I would have waited until I could capture that guy, but again, we don't have another fortress yet, so kind of no point. Let's grab some more glowstone while we're here. You know, if we can't find another fortress on this trip, that's fine. Like I said, I will go ahead and look for one off camera and in between episodes, and then sort of show it where it is by showing you on the map. All right, we'll give it another couple minutes, but I'm not holding my breath. Hey, there's another ghast for us. The ghast tiers are nice because we can make a nice utility item with them. The utility item that we can make from them is from Industrial Foregoing. It lets us capture stuff. Unfortunately, while we could use it to capture ghast, that's not the thing we need. We actually need a cursed lasso with a ghast inside it to make the angel ring. So, no cheating that requirement, unfortunately. Let's look and see how far away we are from the gateway. We're a good ways. I'm going to actually just sort of circle back, assuming that there's a path for me to follow this way. I don't know if there is, but I'm going to circle back and then we'll wrap the episode up. We did get a bunch of stuff that we can use. We didn't get a Nether fortress, but there will be other days in the Nether. Alright, this is a little dangerous, but let's see what we can do here. We can curve around to the left here. What I'm doing is I'm sort of using a little bit of power, then letting myself fall, then using it to sort of extend that bar as much as I can. That gives me a little more life out of that timer. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like this is really a good route to where we want to go. Let's see. And I don't want to just go through there because, I mean, I can't see any. Oh, there's some land over there. Should I risk it? What do you think? No guts, no glory, right? We're close to the wrapping up point. What could be better for ending the episode than a fiery death in lava, right? Everyone agree with that? Yeah, okay. There we go. So we are still looking for that. Oh, there it is. There's another fortress right there. Awesome. Alrighty then. Let's go mark that position, and then we will call it an episode. We'll go head back to base, and that'll be that. Alright, so it's right about here. But it's a little below us, which that's okay. Alright, let's head north towards our gateway. So there's the gateway home. It's about 400 meters that way. We will just head up. One of the nice things, oh, there's some more of the fortress right there. Very nice. One of the nice things about these biomes is they have these bone blocks. Each of these is 9 bone meal, so I usually like to pick up a little bit of this while I'm here. That'll set me up for bone meal for the foreseeable future. I'm not going to fly up there. We're good for now, I think. Alright. And there's one over there too. Very good. I'll mark that one because that one's a little closer to where we want to go. Our gateway's right over there. We can set a bookmark here. Fort. Alright. And now, if we're really lucky, we'll find a blaze spawner. Alright. So we got a couple minutes here. I'm going to kill a few blazes. Get some blaze rods. What's nice about this is that really what we want are the blaze rods for things like ender chests, ender tanks, all that stuff uses blaze rods. And so having a good spot for a spawner here, come on, spawn some blazes. There we go. And again, using sword with looting 3 on it means we'll get lots of blaze rods. Alright, are there any wither skeletons around? That's what I'm looking for here. Other than the blazes. I don't see any. And my my mini-map is a little obscured by overlay things, so but that's okay. We'll come back. We'll probably do that next episode. We'll come back, we'll get some more blaze rods, we'll get the drop of evil, and hopefully we will get us a captured ghast. Let me fly my way back to our gateway and then head back to the temple, and that'll be it for this episode. So this thing that we're pursuing isn't really much of a, like a progression as far as, like production or things like that go, but being able to teleport is just so, or being able to fly, I should say, is just so nice. So I think it's a good time to look into it. All right, folks. That about does it. We have our squid ring. We have a little bit of a better item. This is going to be really nice for killing like endermen, get ender pearls, that sort of thing. We got a bunch of bone. We got a bunch of glowstone. We got a bunch of nether quartz. We're going to need some more nether quartz and quite a bit more cobalt and ardite. But in the meantime, this is some good stuff. Thanks for watching. Next episode, we'll head back to the nether probably, see if we can't get that drop of evil, the cursed lasso with the ghast in it, and craft the angel ring. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.